How we doing, guys? Myself, Chris PREDDIE, OBE, here with a quick one. Real talk, true seasons. Don't worry, I'll wait. That was in Liverpool, and I just want to even break down to all of you kids now on the rule 101 about road. You know what's there? Because it seems like most of you man them really think that there's some really millions of pounds of money that's on this road thing. There's 1% of you lot that make that money. Let's just keep it basic. Let's just keep it real. The whole load of the olders that you know don't make it out, yeah? Don't get enough money to be able to even say, I've done this for 10 years and it was worth it. Man them get shot, man them get stabbed. Man, them get run out of the ends. So let me know when the road is making sense. So when I'm seeing all these kind of things and I'm seeing these young people glorifying and, yeah, man's on the roads, man's in the bando. Okay, cool. Let's check this one out. If you decided to work right now, 15, 16, decide to get yourself a little part-time job, whatever, if you was working with someone. This day and age, you can even start your own business. So I don't want to hear any of you guys complaining. If you started right now and started really patterning up, and the amount of work that you put in jugging, the amount of work that you put in for stabbing, the amount of work that you put in to go to the bando and sitting in the house, brother, and watching that boy them are coming and banking and putting stuff up your bum. Let's keep it real. No, man, don't do that, man, don't do that. You're willing to do some risky stuff, you know what's there? And vile stuff to your own self, to your own humanity, you know what's there? Like you don't have no dignity, you know what's there? Like you man ain't sitting there thinking, rah, that's a bit weird still. Man is just trying to do this to make a couple of £100. And if you get caught for the couple of bags and everything, you're doing 8 years for a couple of bags. Help me make it make sense. Don't worry, I'll wait. Help me make it make sense. There was one kid telling me, oh, I make £1,800 a day. Okay, you get bagged. 7 years. How much you worth? Oh, you're trying to mug it, bruv. No one's trying to mug you, bruv. You can go Tesco's and stack shelves for 27 bags a year. Everyone just doesn't glorify it. It's funny how the 9 to 5 is not glorified in the way where it's just like, you can sustain yourself, you get sick pay. You can even put yourself up to get to yourself to manager, get to yourself to in a sense of understanding products, understanding people skills, and product management. You know, once there, managing and staff and all the rest of it. This can take you on to building up your own product. Then I even broke it down to them and said, what you do is the same thing that any business does. So like I said, if you're risking your life in the bando, why don't you risk your life for yourself? You're risking your life for someone else, but you always sit there, oh, man, don't want to work for corporal. Man, don't want to work for these man there. Man, want to do my own thing. Man, want to do my own thing. But you're working for your older, which he's giving you slave labor. You know what's there? Because if you break it down, bruv, you're probably on like £5 an hour, £3 an hour. And that's risking your life. That's you going to prison. That's man trying to stab you. That's man trying to rob the bando for £5 an hour. No. Listen, these are the kind of things that you kids are not even sitting there thinking and valuing your life. So why don't you go and sit there and say, do you know what? I can start a business tomorrow. Whether it's a t-shirt, whether it's a product, whether it's a hat, whether it's juice, whether you cook. I don't give a damn. Make something. If you're going to put so much effort into doing that, you can put your efforts into doing anything. I've got my own brand. I've got my own company. I work for myself. I don't rely on Nike. I don't rely on this person. I don't rely on my mum. You man sitting there, man's a gangster, You're still relying on your mum. Still asking your mum for peas. You know what's there? Still waiting for your mum to buy you the fresh crepe, the fresh trainers. If you want these kind of things, there is ways to go about it. I don't want to hear you guys sitting there saying that you have to shop. I don't want to hear guys sitting there saying, oh, bruv, that's the way it is though. You know how it was going on when we was growing up. There's much more opportunities now for these young people than there ever was when I was growing up. I didn't know how to make a business. I didn't know I could have opportunities to a point. I could put certain things on Instagram and get my people on it and get my family involved and everyone just build it back up. Like I said, like it's funny how your mum will ride out for you, but it's funny how if you actually started a clothing line, see how many friends will buy a jumper. I say it again. It's funny how bare man want to be gang with you, but it's funny if you have a product, see how much man will invest and buy into that product. Once again, the rose is a myth. What's you guys' thoughts? Comment below.